Hey guys, welcome back. I want to talk about something that has been a bit under the radar in the last few days. Mainly, I guess, because of the release of Puri and the fact that we can't play the archetype, which I personally did not expect. But we have new leaks on the next events, assets, structure deck, and more. So, obviously, around this time of the month, we have the 9th of September now. We are getting the updates for the next events, and then we have a monster type event and a Fusion XYZ's event. I have the feeling that in the last few events they were focusing on the pack that was just released. Seems to be the case here as well, XYZ Festival, so you can obviously use your new Purely cards there. In this event there will be an exclusive Forbidden Limit list for the main deck and extra deck, with the extra deck only being able to include fusion monsters and XYZs, which this is interesting because before we only had XYZs and fusions, now we have a combination, and then we have this monster type event. I personally like it more if they do one event in a month where you can play the whole event through and you don't have to play two events. I don't really enjoy playing the events. I only want the rewards that you get from that, but playing the events not really interesting for me. The how is it called? The event where you basically play ladder, where you basically play ranked. The Duelist Cup, that's quite nice, but yeah, that's basically because you play ladder ranked, and that's what I enjoy in general. So we have the Monster Type Festival also. King of the Island decks can only include Beast, Warrior, Beast, Winged Beast, Insects, and Reptile monsters. So this obviously screams something like Tri Brigade, right? Tri Brigade, Reptile monsters, insects. This could be Beat Troopers, and we will see in a moment that Beat Troopers could make a lot of sense here. Insects, so I guess Tri Brigade and Beat Troopers will be the thing to play. Reptile, I'm not quite sure. Reptile is a type and Dinosaur is a type, right? So this is not like the Dinosaur deck, or are they reptiles? I'm not quite sure, but seems to be the case that there will be a limited amount of decks being able to be played, and I think there will not be a lot of the meta contenders here because these types don't really represent the strongest decks in the game. Then we can see the names of the loner decks, nothing too special here, and then we have the structure deck Hidden Arts of Shadows, the Ninja structure deck, which was leaked by Decade a few months ago, I think, published on June 7th. So this was quite a long time ago, and you can see basically the boss monster here. This is also a extra deck monster, strong extra deck monster. I'm not quite sure who this girl is here, but the deck I think will be quite nice, will be quite interesting. I have played against this deck sometimes on Dueling Nexus over on the TCG platform, and I have to say this seems to be kind of fun. It's a flip archetype kind of deck where you put your monsters face down and then they get flipped from your cards or from being flipped by your opponent, and then they have effects. They can put something back into your deck and then summon something from the extra deck that then destroys something, and it's really crazy. The games I played against the Ninja deck, I always lost, I have to say, because I wasn't really understanding what this deck does. So I think this will be a very fun and nice structure deck to pick up. I think it's also very cool that they choose to take some archetype cards out of a normal booster pack. So these cards are normally, or were normally, from Darkwing Blast, which is the set that we were on, but now I think we are moving on to Photon Hypernova, the set with the rest of the Kashira cards. But as I said, this was from Darkwing Blast, and I think it's cool that they take some of the cards and don't put them as ultra rares in selection packs, but just make structure decks that everyone can get. It was the same with Black Wings, which I also think was quite nice. So yeah, be aware, the ninjas are coming, and I think if once again there are leaks concerning the ninja decks this month, they will probably release the deck this month. I would guess around the time that they introduce the new festival here. Maybe you will be able to play this in the new festival. I'm not quite sure. I know that there are fusion monsters. The extra deck monsters are fusion monsters. I'm not quite sure which type these guys are. Maybe they are like insects, but I guess it doesn't make any sense. I guess they are warriors. Maybe they are beast warriors, who knows? I think they're just warriors, but maybe we will be able to play them in these type of festivals. And then we have a new secret pack. Always nice, as I already said, if they release new secret packs. I'm still waiting on my Exorcista secret pack, but it's nice. They have really upped the tempo when it comes to releasing new secret packs. Beetle Troops Rollout. These speed troopers deploy astonishingly and excel in battles that overwhelm opponents with Herculean monsters. And don't forget about the surmounting power of the veteran insect type Insector unit. Give me props, guys. I think this was very well read concerning all these very difficult English words that were in here. But yeah, the Beat Trooper archetype gets a secret pack. That's quite nice, I guess. I mean, not a deck that I see on the ladder a lot, but maybe that's because they don't have a secret pack right now. A lot of people may want to play this deck, but don't want to invest in it. I have a friend who plays Beat Trooper. I remember playing Beat Trooper in the event. There was one event where you could play Beat Trooper, and I thought it was kind of fun. Summoning the big guys, but yeah, obviously it's not a big meta contender, not really that relevant, but as I already said, it's always nice if Konami releases a new secret pack and makes cards more available. Then we have a new Duel pass, and nothing too special here. They don't show us how much CP Ultra Rare we will get, but we will have to see, because I think right now we are getting 100, before we were getting 120, and people who started playing the game at the beginning told me that you could get at the beginning 150 ultra rare crafting points. So I think they will reduce this even further from time to time without us really noticing it. And we get the, oh, what is the English name of that? I'm not quite sure, but the sheep card, cross sheep, right? The cross sheep as a mate, which this is kind of nice. Still, I have to say the pass here, the gold pass, it's a crazy dual pass. It's a crazy pass, because in every other game you basically have to pay a lot of real life money to get this pass and get the rewards, but here it's basically like pay us 700 gems, which is in-game currency, and you will get 700 gems and I think even more back, and then on top of that ultra rare points and like a mate and here a wallpaper thingy and other crafting materials, super rare and so on. So a really crazy battle pass, the craziest battle pass in every game. So it's okay, they can reduce this to 90 CP ultra rare. Even with 10 CP ultra rare, it would worth be buying this thing, because you get the gems back that you invest. So this thing is worth it all the time. I really like it that they have this kind of strange philosophy to the dual pass. Really gives us a lot, I think. I hope they keep the ultra rare CP points up here, and we still get, I think, 100 if I'm correct. But yeah, then we have new mates here, the cross sheep and whatever this is, I'm not quite sure, some kind of reptile. I mean, what the heck is going on? I'm very interested seeing this in action. I'm not quite sure who is buying this. Looks kind of bad, but yeah, I mean, different people, different tastes, I guess. Then we have new protectors and icons here. 6 samurai, which I think the protector is really cool, and also an icon, and the ancient fairy dragon icon, and then some icons and frames. And I have to say, I'm normally not one for liking these icon frames and base kind of things, but this polymerization icon here, that's kind of neat. I think if it's not too expensive, I will get it. I think it's kind of cool. Also the polymerization platform here, also kind of nice. I don't really like these like color icons. I prefer just using the master icon or the, I don't know, the diamond icon, but this one here, this is kind of neat. I am very interested in seeing how this will look in the game once it is in there. And then there is a new solo mode that is always a thing that will come every month. Basically, a new solo mode, the Warriors of Yore. In the age when fierce warriors clashed without cease, the one closest to securing complete conquest was the renowned Xian. For him to arrive at this point, many heroic sacrifices has to be made. Okay, so we can see Gozen match here. So combined with the fact that we are getting some 6 samurai sleeves and a 6 samurai icon, I guess it's pretty safe to assume that this is some sort of 6 samurai solo mode. I'm not quite sure. Don't we even already have one? I'm not sure. I don't know all these solo modes, but in my mind I'm thinking, okay, we might already have one, but who knows? We can see 6 samurais here on the Gozen match. There's also the big guy, which we can also see up here. I think it's the same one, if I'm correct. So maybe there will be new cards concerning the 6 samurai archetype. I'm not too sure, also because I'm not really familiar with the archetype. And then you can get new titles, whatever, doesn't really matter. But yeah, cool stuff coming to us in September. I think it's really nice that the people keep leaking this, keep data mining this. I'm really excited for the structure deck. I think this could be quite fun. and also the events. I mean, they are the events. We can get free gems. That's all right, always. So it works for me. Yeah, that's all for now. Please, if you like my videos, consider subscribing, hitting the thumbs up button and the notification bell. This helps out a lot, and I wish you a great one. We will see each other in the next one.